You already know, gotta get the classic Birdman hand rub, you know what I'm saying? No gay shit, though, because with no gay shit, when he do that shit, that's for when he finna rape somebody or do a ritual or something. But look, we doing this strictly for the positive energy, you see what I'm saying? Look, man, I go by Cosmic Shooter, a.k.a. Divine Stepper, man. Putting in work for my people in my planet every motherfucking day. So, look, we are damn near. Now we still got a little ways to go, you feel me? Just a couple more parts, you feel me? This is where it start getting deep though. This is where it start getting even deeper. It was already been deep. We finna get even deeper in that hole, you feel me? And this whole lecture, this ain't even half of what the fuck they do, bro. This whole entire lecture I done compiled up, this ain't even what the half of the shit they do. You feel me? But look though, and oh yeah, by the way, this episode, not episode, you might as well call it episode. This part of the lecture probably gonna be a little bit shorter than most of them. Just I only got like 70% on my charger already, on my charge on my computer. You feel me? And that motherfucker be going down quick. They don't be liking me talking about this shit too much, too long. But yeah though. So this is where we at, man. We at the year of the Tiger, Cincinnati Bengals. I should have put / Los Angeles Rams Super Bowl distractions and rituals exposed. So yeah, basically literally what it say, bro. We finna introduce y'all to this high vibrational human being known as Zachary Hubert. And this is the thing, like all white people that's like this, oh yeah, I rocks with y'all. You feel me? Give me a fist bump. Boom, I rocks with y'all. Y'all gonna be straight when this motherfucking shift come. That's a fact. You got my word. You feel me? Y'all gonna be straight when this shift come. You feel what I'm saying? Anything trying to attack you, we getting up out of here. You feel me? Cause y'all white people like this is really they use they voice and they use they white privilege for good. You know what I'm saying? They on our side with it. You feel me? And really, it's for them too. Cause he has to pay taxes just like we all gotta pay taxes. It's like every other white motherfucker that not in the motherfucking 13 families. Hey, yo, if you white and you pay taxes, you ain't get in, my nigga. You feel me? It's all good. We ain't get in either. We the motherfucking whole main targets. You feel me? So we with y'all. You feel me? We with y'all. Just like we was with y'all when you feel me? When y'all first came and we helped y'all do everything. We set y'all up straight. You feel me? Taught y'all how to talk, walk, all that shit. We was with y'all then. So the high vibration news, why wouldn't we be with y'all now? Especially if y'all trying to get peace and positivity back on the earth like we are. We gotta come and go. We cool. We straight. When this shit happen, what we get, you got land coming, you got resource, man, you got all type of shit coming. Cause you righteous, you see what I'm saying? We don't see color over here. We see pure motherfucking intent. And anything not moving on pure intent, getting this shit eradicated. Even gods and goddesses that don't want to say that, claim that gods and goddesses. That don't want to, you feel me? That still want to pray to white Jesus. They ass up out of here. You feel me? But look though. We finna get into this shit, man. Let's see. Alright, we finna get into this one. The first one right here. Now, Pete, look. Well, he a beast at the gematria shit. He been doing this shit for years. 10 plus years to be exact, I think. Right? Don't quote me on that. But he been doing this shit for several years. You feel me? So he got the gematria shit down packed. Basically, gematria is death by numbers. Rituals and sacrificial rituals and deaths that they, you know what I'm saying, they kill people by the numbers, you feel me? And that's basically all it is to it. So when you see motherfuckers get sacrificed in the entertainment industry, when you see motherfuckers die in the sports industry, you see motherfuckers die, you know what I'm saying, just in regular day life. You feel me? George Floyd's a whole motherfucking psychological operative. You feel me? Now, the death may have been real, but the what they was trying to say, nah. Police didn't just kill George Floyd just because. They killed him because they were told to, because it was a ritual act. It was It was a ritual act for Sandra Bland to get killed in prison. It was a ritual act for Trayvon Martin to get killed the way he did. And for his killer to still be on the loose trying to sell his gun off and shit. All that shit is ritualistic. Motherfucking Ahmaud Arbery. All them, everybody that you done seen on the news who done got killed, who got carbon in their skin, was psyop. And it was linked to Gematria and the Jesuit order, aka the Society of Jesus. These motherfuckers, they hide behind this motherfucking logo. You feel me? They hide behind a whole bunch of other shit too. But this is like the main thing they like to hide behind. You see what I'm saying? You see it? The Society of Jesus. And look though, right? We are sun people. You feel me? We get all of our energy from the sun. And guess what they motherfucking logo want to look like? They want to be us so motherfucking bad. So motherfucking bad, bro. But look though, we gonna start it off. Boom. Let's see. We gonna leave it like this.
Welcome back, Truth Seeker. It is Monday, January 24th, 2022. If you're new here, I do have another channel, Gematria Effect News 24, where I post the majority of my content, put out a lot of important videos there today. And as for this channel, I've been talking a lot about the number 54 in the Bengals' 54th season a lot. And look at the latest news, you guys. Carlos Dunlap, the 54th pick of the Bengals. His dad died just before. His dad died the day of the game where the Bengals and 49ers both upset on the anniversary of Super Bowl 23, where the 49ers beat the Bengals in the ongoing Joe Burrow, Joe Montana rituals. Remember, the Joe Montana Super Bowl was Super Bowl 54. Joe Montana equals 54 in Gematria. That game was 54 days after Joe Burrow's birthday, who just won the championship in the Battle of the Tigers, LSU over Clemson, and then gets drafted number 1 by the Bengals, who Joe Montana defeated twice in Super Bowls. But all this 54 stuff with Joe Burrow that we continue to talk about, remember, on the day that his father died was the day the news broke about Regina King's son committing suicide. She's from Cincinnati. Regina equals 54. Regina means queen. Queen equals 26. Her son committed suicide at 26. But anyhow, this man was the 54th.
Just look. I just wanted to posit we ain't even got, it's only been a minute and 30 seconds. If you don't see how all this shit is you feel me, connected by this motherfucking point, after this a minute and 30, bro, he didn't start bringing up Regina King. You see how all these numbers correlate with each other in every single situation, every single ritual. Man, this shit crazy, bro. And then normal motherfuckers don't even see this shit. So that's why they can keep on doing this shit. That's why they can keep this shit going. You feel me? We knew motherfuckers were sacrificing motherfuckers. But they, when you realize they doing it right in front of your face, and laughing about it, bro. Right in front of your face and laughing about it. That's why I posted on Facebook, bro. Y'all, whoever was fucking all into the fucking Super Bowl game, whoever got mad about the Cincinnati Bengals losing, because I'm from Cincinnati, right? Whoever was mad, y'all are fucking demons. Y'all are sleep demons. Because they don't even understand how many motherfuckers got fucking ritually sacrificed for that fucking game alone. Fuck the entire season. Fuck the NFL, period. Just for that motherfucking game alone. But moving on, though. Go ahead, Zach.
Pick of the draft. We're going to get to 54, but let me just start right here. It's the year of Super Bowl 56, right? Who's dead? His dad, his father, Carlos Dunlap Sr., whose name equals 56, like Society of Jesus, right? And with regards to Carlos Dunlap being the 54th pick of the draft, here it is. You can look this up on Football Reference and a number of other places. He was drafted in 2010 in the second round, 54th overall. 54th pick of the draft, the year he was taken. And again, this is the Bengals' 54th season. The day of his father's death, the Bengals got their first road playoff win in franchise history. First all time. over the Tennessee Titans, the 54 team. Tennessee Titans 54, Jesuit Order 54. Now they're going to face the Bengals, or not the Bengals, they're going to face the Chiefs, who won Super Bowl 54, right? Just like how all this happened at the same time. Chiefs win the Super Bowl, Joe Burrow wins the championship, all these 54s. The pattern continues. And all year they've been doing 54 with the Bengals. In the first round of the playoffs and beat the Raiders fell to 5-4 away. And by the way, when Joe Burrow won the championship, January 13, 2020, that was a date with 54 numerology. New Orleans equals 54. It's like Joe Montana, just nonstop with the 54s. And just look at you guys. It's, again, Jesuit Order 54. That's the Society of Jesus. They're the same thing. The Society of Jesus, Jesuit Order, the 54-56 combo gets used a lot. We talked about this with the death of Omar and many more. But again, Billy Cannon, the LSU player, the only one to ever win the Heisman before Joe Burrow, who also beat Clemson in the championship in New Orleans. He died May 20th, 2018 in St. Francisville, Louisiana. Right? He died May 20th, 2018, the exact same day that Joe Burrow transferred to LSU. His name was Billy Cannon. And in light of the Jesuits, notice, the first superior general of the Jesuits was shot by a cannon on May 20th. Get it? Billy Cannon, Ignatius Loyola, the founder of the Jesuits. I mean, come on, man. Cannon, Billy Cannon, the same date in history. And where's he die? St. Francisville in the time of Pope Francis, the first Jesuit pope, when the Jesuits are from Paris, France. And in Louisiana, Louisiana Purchase was from the French, right? Jesuits have been in D.C. longer than the federal government. Georgetown, established by John Carroll, whose name equals 54 while he was 54 years old. And let's not forget, Joe Montana went to Notre Dame, Catholic school, right? Jesuits served the Catholic Church. And in light of this ritual taking place on January 22nd, again, the day of the 49ers and Bengals both upsetting on the anniversary of Super Bowl 23, if you write out National Football League, it's 122. If you write out Isus Hominum Salvator, that's the Jesuit motto, it's 122. If you write out Pope Francis, it's 122. If you write out San Francisco, it's 122. That city's on the 122nd Meridian West. And again, goes right there with the date, 122. The word satanic also equals 122 in light of the Satanic Church being established the same year as the first Super Bowl in San Francisco. But here, one more thing I got to point out to you about Billy Cannon. In light of Joe Burrow's playoff path, look at Billy Cannon's NFL career. He began his career with Houston. Who are they now? They're the Tennessee Titans, right? Then who did he play for? The Oakland Raiders, who are now the Las Vegas Raiders. So Joe Burrow beats the Raiders. He beats the Titans. And then who did Billy Cannon finish his career with? Kansas City. And I was educated about that Kansas City part. I understood that part back when I went down to LSU in 2020 because I said, think about that. And then he finished here with Kansas City, and we got Joe Burrow winning, and then the Chiefs and the Joe Montana Bowl. But look at it now. Who does Joe Burrow face next week? Kansas City, right? Goes through the Raiders, the Titans, and now Kansas City, the same teams that Billy Cannon played for. The only teams he played for.
Come on now.
And you guys want to tell me that it's not the Jesuits. Somebody uploaded a video response to me like a week ago saying, there's other orders of the Catholic Church that are just as important. And then went on to list no examples of why, when every single day I can show you how the Jesuits run the whole damn show. Again, there are other factions of the Catholic Church. All roads lead to Rome. But you know whose logo is over the 10 Downing Street, the Prime Minister's door in the UK? The Jesuit Order's logo's over their door. You know what? Where their logo's all over Washington, D.C., where Georgetown is.
Oh. What the fuck? Oh, bro, what the fuck? Malfunction. What the fuck? Alright. We not connected? Now they saying motherfucker ain't connected? Yes, the fuck I am, dude. Wow. You see that bullshit? You see that bullshit, y'all? Y'all see that bullshit, right? Y'all saw that. Y'all saw that shit. We right back at it. We right back at it with they bitch ass. Right back at it with they bitch ass, bro. They been trying to fuck with me today. But it ain't fucking working. It ain't fucking working. Come on, now that shit just ain't just happening out of fucking nowhere. Get the fuck out of here. Let me see.
Look, just look at you guys. It's, again, Jesuit Order 54. Georgetown, established by John Carroll, whose name equals 54 while he was 54 years old. And let's not forget, Joe Montana went to Notre Dame, Catholic school, right? Jesuits served the Catholic Church. And in light of this ritual taking place, there's other orders of the Catholic Church that are just as important. DeFordham, Jesuit. Died at Georgetown, Jesuit. You know? Again, these are their numbers, you guys. 56, 54, like a mother. They use them over and over again.
Facts.
And again, Regina 54, you know, her son's death in the news from Cincinnati right before the game. Right before the game. I'll show you what else is messed up. Like, this is the stuff that's, like, you can explain the 54 and 56 to your family. They might get that. You might want to leave out this part, but for the veterans, they say he died on 2810 Ashley Phosphate Road. The name of that road equals murder and football. But the 281, again, if there's a zero on a number, you can just disregard the zero. Unless it's a prime number relationship. But the 281 is what matters here. That's the 60th prime number. This report comes from the police, right? Comes from the police. 281 is the 60th prime. And just using the alphabetic order, Bengals, police, and order are all 60, right? And Ashley Phosphate Road is 7983, forwards, backwards, just like murder. Xavier, the Jesuit University in Cincinnati, is 79. Society of Jesus is 79. But if you haven't seen that movie poster for Murder by Numbers, again, starring Sandra Bullock, it came out while she was 38 years old. The letters changed to numbers are the 3 and the 8, the 8-3. You see the orange 7 and the orange 9 right around the words. Murder, 38, 83, 79 in the base ciphers. All those numbers covered. Again, murder, 38, 83. Murder by Numbers in 1983. The star, Sandra Bullock, 83. Again, the roadies killed on equals 83. And by the way, the band that did the song Murder by Numbers that came out in 83, that's not the same as the movie. This is the movie. This is the song. The band that did that song, The Police. And I've been making this same point like a broken record for all these years. These suspicious deaths, like Carlos Dunlap's dad being reported from a car crash. You know, just coincidentally, the 54th pick's dad died in a car crash, according to the police. You know, and everybody just bows down because the authority said so. I think it's funny that the entertainment industry put out the song Murder by Numbers by the Police, and we're always getting these reports by the police. You know, who's to say this man wasn't murdered, and then they stage some car crash and say that's what did it. You know what I mean? Say he's not poisoned with arsenic, you know, suffocated, who knows, injected with something. You ever seen Enemy of the State? Regina King's at the beginning of that movie. That's Will Smith's wife. You guys never seen Enemy of the State? That's one of the most important Hollywood movies to watch if you're awake. Came out right before 9/11. It's about building the police surveillance state like they did after 9/11. There's some big number references in that movie. Shout out to Skull and Bones in the film. It's another order that serves the Catholic Church, modeled after the Templars, like the Templar crosses in the Jesuit logo. But, and by the way, where Society of Jesus equals 79, so does Knights Templar. Again, the road this man died on is 7983, also like the word murder. But, yeah, murder by numbers by the police, you know. It's another coincidence. It's just another big fat coincidence. Agatha Christie, Amazon remade her book into a show, The ABC Murders, about a killer that kills by the code of ABC 123. Murders 79, the ABC Murders 79. And actually, let me see if I got it right here. Yeah, the ABC Murders forwards and backwards 56, 79. Carlos Dunlap Sr., 56 in the same cipher. But by the way, Joe Montana, born in 1956. Joe Burrow, the Tiger. The year of the Tiger starts February 1st, 2022. Keep it short and sweet, you guys. If you're not subscribed to Gematria Effect News 24, you know, that's where I put out the...
Look, That's the first one. Well, I really wouldn't even have to play none of these other ones, but it really, you gotta, it's like, this is like, I put these in chronological order for like each one that he did leading up to the Super Bowl so that y'all can see, you feel me? Because you see in this one, this was before the Bengals even had faced the Chiefs for the AFC Championship, you see what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think it's called the AFC, whatever the fuck. Before that game, then obviously Bengals won, then they went to the Super Bowl. But you feel me? I want y'all to peep though. You feel me? Just peep. It's on to the second one. I think this one is about more in depth about Billy Cannon, I believe. Don't quote me on it, but I believe so. Oh, never mind. Ross Browner. Okay. Sorry, y'all. This is about Ross Browner, two-time All-American at Notre Dame and former Cincinnati Bengals great. Dies at 67. Let's get it.
Welcome back, Truth Seeker. It just came to my attention that former Cincinnati Bengal and Notre Dame Fighting Irish member Ross Browner died January 4th, 2022, at the start of this month at the relatively young age of 67. And of course, when you think about the Bengals and Notre Dame, you got to think about Joe Montana, who went to Notre Dame and defeated the Bengals in Super Bowl 16 and 23. And when he won Super Bowl 16, he defeated the team that Ross Browner was on. Now, if you've been following my work on the Bengals in their 54th season and all the 54 rituals, like how Carlos Dunlap, the 54th pick of the draft, just lost his father the day the Bengals defeated the Tennessee Titans, take a minute to read this ESPN article about Ross Browner, who finished his life in Nashville, Tennessee, where the Titans are, and how they referred to him as a Titan, as you can see in the article. Ross Browner was born in 1954, and he was born in the town of Warren, Ohio, which also equals 54 in gematria, as does Tennessee Titans, the one team that does. And, of course, that's the number of the Jesuit order, and the Jesuits serve the Catholic Church, and Notre Dame's a Catholic school. Let's go through the rest of this. So again, 54's been the big theme. The Bengals' 54th season. Joe Montana equals 54. The Joe Montana Bowl was Super Bowl 54, 54 days after Joe Burrow's birthday, between the Niners and the Chiefs. And that was right after Joe Burrow won the championship in New Orleans, which equals 54 on the date with 54 numerology. This news of Browner's death broke the day after his passing. It broke January 5th, which can be written 5/1 like 51. Cincinnati equals 51, as does Nashville. Again, he made a life for himself in Nashville after his NFL career was over. Bengals just had their big win in Nashville. And let's not forget, the day Joe Burrow transferred to LSU was the day Billy Cannon, the only Heisman winner ever for LSU, who also beat Clemson in the championship in New Orleans, that was the same day Billy Cannon died. And Billy Cannon played for 3 teams in the NFL. He played for the Raiders, the Oilers, who are now the Titans, and the Chiefs. And Joe Burrow's facing the Raiders, the Titans, the Chiefs. Billy Cannon's teams, who he already has so many parallels to. And don't forget, Billy Cannon died on the day in history that the founder of the Jesuit order was shot with a cannonball, Ignatius Loyola, May 20th. Billy Cannon, cannonball, Jesuit order 54, 54th season, all these rituals. Lombardi, Jesuit educated. You play for the Lombardi Trophy in the Super Bowl. Let's not forget that Regina equals 54. We heard about her son's death right before the Bengals beat the Titans the same day that the 54th pick, Carlos Dunlap's dad, died. Regina, 54. She's from Cincinnati. She had just turned 51 on the same day that Martin Luther King Jr. would have celebrated his birthday. And again, Martin Luther King Jr. died in Tennessee, where the Bengals just won, getting their first road win in the playoffs. And in light of the Regina King, MLK, MLK died on the 95th day in 1968. The Jesuits were created to counter the 95 Theses written by Martin Luther. I just want you to see how Notre Dame and also Browner have this 95 connection, since all of this fits together, MLK, all this stuff. Again, the playoffs going on around the time of MLK's birthday. But look at this. Browner's birthday is March 22nd. So from his birthday to his death on January 4th was 41 weeks and 1 day. The key digit there is 41 weeks because King equals 41, Notre Dame equals 41. I forgot to write it down. Browner's 41. So is Super Bowl. Super Bowl's also 41. And this is connected to his past history in the Super Bowl versus Montana. And it's clearly also synced up with this year's Super Bowl because from the day he died, which can be written 4/1, to the Super Bowl on February 13th is a span of 41 days. It's also 5 weeks and 6 days like it's Super Bowl 56. And again, remember the word king forwards is 41, in reverse it's 67. He's dead at age 67. Earlier this year, Derrick Henry, 41 weeks after his birthday, picked up his 66th and 67th career touchdowns in the game. And again, these patterns get used over and over. His name, Ross Browner, does have gematria 131 like Super Bowl. And again, Browner, 95 and 41 like Notre Dame. Joe Montana, again, Notre Dame, beating up the Bengals in 2 Super Bowls. Super Bowl 16, Montana wore 16. And he finished his career with 16 playoff wins. Now, listen, I don't want you guys to go out and bet your house on the Bengals in the Super Bowl. It's possible. But here I'm just going to give it to you. From last February, I thought the most likely quarterback to win this year's Super Bowl in the 102nd season was Patrick Mahomes. And if Mahomes does win the Super Bowl, he's going to be 10-2 in the playoffs. That's still entirely possible. Because what you have to understand from studying this is all of this stuff is ritual, but it's all part of a storyboard. Just like how Burrow winning the championship and then the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl. This is all part of an interconnected narrative, and it is all synced up with the Super Bowl day. So are the Bengals there in the Super Bowl? Possible. Very possible. But my initial thought all year has been Mahomes. Now, I had people in my community who have that future in on Mahomes winning the Super Bowl. I said, you better cover with this Joe Burrow narrative just in case. But again, this is what goes on year after year. And this is nothing new. This goes on every single year. Every year I'm educating about these same types of patterns and rituals. It doesn't always mean that these teams are the Super Bowl winners, but no doubt his sacrifice has everything to do with the Jesuits who run the whole league and the date of the Super Bowl. So you have to understand that. That's why it's never smart to go out and bet your house. The people that stay in my community make small bets that pay big payouts with parlays. They play smart. They don't get greedy, you know. An idiot will come through here and be like, man, I'm putting 20,000 down on the Bengals. What the fuck? The Bengals, that guy showed me everyone got sacrificed for this. I mean, trust me, I have to deal with hate mail like that all the time. I'm like, I never told you to go out and bet 20,000 on the Bengals. I'm showing you how people, it's your fault for taking the knowledge and thinking automatically your 20,000 was going to be a winner, okay? So I'm just putting that out there because people always go out and do that. But again, you cover the spaces that are likely to hit on the roulette board. You'd only need one of them to hit to come out ahead. You know, morons will come here and be like, Zach, some years I only need one take. I just see that's what the Super Bowl is. I don't need to cover any other spaces. I know that's what they're doing. We've done that plenty of years. But some years I'm like, yeah, you better cover these spaces on the roulette wheel because it's going to be one of these things. And we hit on that. So that's how you use the knowledge in an intelligent way. Anyway, understand how sick the game is. Understand people are being sacrificed, as I've been educating about for 8 years, for these games. And for the troll moron who keeps uploading videos saying, like you just posted a video saying another losing weekend for Zach's Patreons, a lot of people made several $1,000s last weekend off the information I put out for the sports picks. So you can keep trolling and making your bullshit videos over there. Meanwhile, people are getting paid. I told people if the Titans lost in that morning game, the Niners were definitely beating the Packers, and they sure did. All year, and how much money have we made off the Bengals, understanding the connection of Burrow and Joe Montana all year in the 54 season, you know? I told people at the start of this year I expected the Bengals to be very good this year in the 54 season because of what we've been documenting for 2 years. And I was thinking next year was the year Burrow might take it to the Super Bowl. But you know what? Because next year, the full season's in the year of the Tiger. But the Super Bowl 56 is the first game in this NFL season that's at the beginning of the year of the Tiger. Again, he was with the LSU Tigers who beat the Clemson Tigers in the Billy Cannon Bowl. But
so even though Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals ain't make it this year, they definitely gonna make it next year. Watch. I'm not just saying that because I fuck football. Fuck that shit all fake, as you can clearly see. But I'm saying based on this, and the year of the Tiger gonna be in full effect by next year, like this same time around next year. Oh yeah, they gonna have Joe Burrow and the Bengals win the Super Bowl. Facts.
Here, I'll just read the article real quick, and you can just see how it is just so perfect. Ross Browner, a two-time All-American at Notre Dame and one of four brothers who played in the NFL, has died. He was 67. In that detail of one of four brothers. He's dead on January 4th, right? 1-4 or 4-1. Browner's son, former NFL offensive lineman Max Starks, posted on Twitter early Wednesday morning that his father had died. The world has lost a titan, Starks said. Our hearts are heavy, but he is at peace now. And this is days before they get their first ever franchise playoff road win over the Titans, right? A native of Warren, Ohio, and Warren, Ohio equals 144 and 54, just like Jesuit order. You know? A native of Warren, Ohio, Browner was part of an accomplished football family. The defensive end was the oldest of six brothers who were high school football stars in Ohio. Three others, Jimmy Browner, Keith Browner, and Joey Browner, followed Ross to the NFL. Starks played offensive line in the NFL for a decade, twice winning the Super Bowl with the Pittsburgh Steelers, and Ross Browner's younger son, Rillen, played college football at Arizona. Ross Browner was a 4-year starter at Notre Dame, helping the Fighting Irish win national titles in 73. Remember, there's 73 books in the Catholic Bible. 73 is the 21st prime. Jesuits 21. Technically, this is the 21 NFL season, concluding at the start of 22. Under Coach Ara I don't even know how to say his name. And 1977 under Dan Devine. Forgive me, I wasn't alive then. I was born in 83. But that 77 season was 44 years before the 2021 season. Execution, kill 44. MLK killed on 4-4 in light of how that fits in here. Browner was All-American in 76 as a junior, winning the Outland Trophy as the nation's best lineman. Hold on, I got to check something real quick about Notre Dame's gematria. I know it's got the 95 and the 41. It does also have the 49. So he started there in 73, right? And then he's dead at the start of 2022. So that means 2022 is the 49-year anniversary of him joining Notre Dame, right? And with regards to the 49 thing, think about Joe Montana going to the 49ers. You know, think about Super Bowl, which is 41-49 as well. NFL's got the 49. America's got the 49. Scottish has got the 49. You see how Scottish is 32 and 49, so is America? Again, America in football is credited to the Scottish Rite Freemason. Think about 32 teams. NFL 32. America established on a date with 32 numerology. Browner was an All-American in 76 and as a junior, winning the Outland Trophy as the nation's best lineman. As a senior in 77, Browner was again an All-American. He won the Maxwell Award as the nation's best player, the Lombardi, which goes to the country's best lineman, and finished fifth in the Heisman Trophy voting. Again, all of this is Jesuits. Vince Lombardi's Jesuit educated, died at Jesuit Georgetown. Browner still holds school records for career tackles by a defensive lineman with 340 and career tackles for the loss with 77. The Cincinnati Bengals selected Browner 8th overall in the 1978 NFL Draft. Again, screams Jesuit. Jesuit 78. And that means this year will be the 44th year anniversary of him getting drafted. Again, kill, execution, MLK on 4-4. And the Super Bowl's on the 44th day of the year this year. And he immediately became a starter on their defensive line. Former Cincinnati wide receiver Isaac Curtis told Bengals.com that he fondly remembered Browner's big laugh. You could hear it all over the place. He brought sunshine into the locker room. He just had that energy that was contagious, Curtis said. I'm sure the Jesuits love that line in there since their logo's the sunshine, or the sun. Browner was part of the first Bengals team to reach the Super Bowl in 81. Super Bowl 16. The Super Bowl is actually at the beginning of 82, but it's the 81 season. And think about it, from 81 to 2022 is how many years? 41, right? He recorded 10 tackles and a sack against the San Francisco 49ers in a 26-21 loss. Reminds me of Regina King's son at age 26. Cincinnati's the Queen City. Regina means queen. Queen equals 26. Her son died at 26. Now today, the actor, Mr. Madsen, his son's dead in a suicide at 26. And again, if you guys aren't subscribed to Gematria Effect News 24, I put out way more content over there. He was inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame in 99. After football, Browner pursued several business opportunities, eventually working in real estate and settling in Nashville, Tennessee. And again, they called him a Titan, and that's where we are right now in the Joe Burrow story. Through the Raiders, through the Titans, on to the Chiefs, the same three teams Billy Cannon played for, who has the same legacy as Joe Burrow at LSU. The Tigers. And we're about to start the year of the Tiger. So Yeah, we'll see what they do, but understand, regardless of what they do, this is what they do. They kill people. Ritualistically, by the numbers, just like how they put out the songs out there, Gematria, the killing name, Murder by Numbers, the story, Agatha Christie's The ABC Murders. That's what it's all in reference to. And by the way, in light of the fact that he wore number 79 and it's Super Bowl 56, notice Society of Jesus, 56 forwards, 79 in reverse. You see? All these numbers are so important to them. You write out the ABC Murders, the Agatha Christie novel about killing by the code of ABC 123. The ABC Murders 5679. Murder 79. You might have heard about the Olympian dead from COVID. He's dead 79 days from his birthday. You know, same patterns all over the place. So we'll leave it there for now. Truth Seeker. R.I.P. to Ross.
They don't just do this shit to black people, man. They do this shit to everybody, bro. Anything to get their motherfucking ritual nut off. You fucking sick. Sick as fuck. You feel me? Sick as fuck. Depending on how long this motherfucking video is. It depends on how long. Oh, you might. Shit. Fuck you. Look, we gonna just rock out on Howard Hesman shit until my shit say it's finna
Welcome
die.
back, Truth Seeker. It is Sunday, January.
Until my shit say it's finna die. And we just gonna rock out with the Howard Hesman. You feel me? With the Howard Hesman. And by the time my computer says it need to get charged, we should be like damn near halfway done with this video, or you know, or we'd be done to the fact where you've heard all you need to hear from this video. So let's just get to it.
February 30th, 2022, and it's deja vu. Last weekend, before the Bengals upset the Titans, the news broke just before the game that Regina King's son had reportedly committed suicide. And of course, Regina King is from Cincinnati, like the Bengals. Now, 8 days later, the news breaks of the death of Howard Hesman, who starred as Dr. Johnny Fever in the sitcom WKRP in Cincinnati. The news of his death breaks before the Bengals play the Chiefs in the AFC Championship. And if you're new here, when you learn that code of letters and numbers that's sung about by the band The Police, Gematria, again, if you haven't heard the song Murder by Numbers by The Police, look that song up as soon as you're done here. It's about how killing's as simple as ABC 123. There's another song out there, Gematria, the killing name. When you know this code, you can see how perfect these rituals are. I'm going to show you why this was the perfect ritual sacrifice in connection to Cincinnati in light of the football game that's taking place today. You'll see just how demented this is. But before we get to that, just all the things that you need to pay attention to. Of course, Cincinnati is home to Xavier University, one of the nation's Jesuit programs. A big number with the Jesuits is 187. We've educated about this for years. The rituals, pile up by the week. Here's the latest. The name of this show, WKRP in Cincinnati, equals 187. The man who's dead played the character Dr. Johnny Fever, which equals 187, like the formal title of the Jesuits, Society of Jesus, which equals 187. Now, his actor name, Howard Hesman, has gematria of 153 and 72, just like Jesuit order equals 153, and with numerology, 72. The name Hesman alone is 84 and 42, like Jesuit is 84 and 42. And if you're new here, in case you are new here, there's 4 base ciphers. I'm going to spell out Jesuit order. All of these numbers are so important to the Jesuits. This is the Bengals' 54th season. The name Regina equals 54. There's been a lot of connections to 54 in death with the Bengals in recent weeks in the time of the playoffs. Just last week, while the game was going on, the 54th draft pick of the Bengals, Carlos Dunlap, His dad died supposedly in a car crash. But if you look at the Bengals' history, their official establishment date is May 24th. They were voted into existence as a team May 23rd. They were officially founded May 24th, which is the 144th day of the year in the Jesuit town of Cincinnati. But notice, Jesuit orders 144 with the alphabetic order, 54 with the alphabetic order in rules numerology. When you run the alphabetic order in reverse, it's 153. And when you run the alphabetic order in reverse rules numerology, it's 72. This man's name, Howard Hessman, is 153 and 72. So he has these connections with the Jesuits. Again, it's the Bengals' 54th season. His death on January 29th, 129. Remember, 129 is 201 in base 8 counting. When you write out the Jesuit order, it's 201. 201, 144, they come together a lot. A good example is JFK, killed in the 187th year of the nation's existence, a span of 144 days from visiting with the Pope, whose birth name equaled 201. Again, lots of examples in history, but these same numbers, these collection of numbers, come together a lot and often in death rituals. And the Jesuits are known killers in history. A lot of people were educating about this long before I walked this earth. Anyhow, you'll notice the over-under for today's games at 54.5.
Real quick, too, I want y'all to understand, like, motherfuckers like JFK, just for an example, JFK and Martin Luther King, right? They were killed because they were trying to speak the truth, but it's like a two bird and one stone for them, because they're getting them out the way so they can spread less truth and awaken less people. And then also, they do the shit for ritual purposes as well. That's why everything is linked up to the same numbers and shit. So continue, Zach.
1.5 points, not arbitrarily. The Chiefs won Super Bowl 54, the Joe Montana Bowl, where Joe Montana's 54, and now they're playing the Bengals in their 54th season. And from his last birthday, February 27th, to his death on January 29th, he died yesterday. The news breaks today just before the game. From his birthday to his death was his 337th day of his age. That's the 68th prime number. The word championship equals 68. The news breaks before the AFC championship game. Catholicism also has the gematria 68. It's why the Club of Rome was established in 68. The acronym WKRP equals 68. Again, that's the name of the radio network and the sitcom he was a part of. And with regards to that 337, the quarterback that the Bengals are facing today, he does have a chance to get to 33-7 at home for his career. He's 32-7 coming into the game. So that's something to think about. And the show, it ran from September 18th, 1978 through April 21st, 1982. That means the show ended the year of Super Bowl 16, which was the 49ers over the Bengals. And do keep in mind, if they do a repeat of Super Bowl 16, John Madden died this year. The first ever Super Bowl he worked was John Madden's first ever Super Bowl, Super Bowl 16, Bengals and 49ers. And but look at this. From the debut of the show, September 18th, 1978. I forgot to put the screenshot in here. Let me just show you this with your own eyes. September 18th, 1978 to his death, January 29th, 2022. It was 43 years, and let me do this a different way. So it's 43 years, and watch this. If I just go to the anniversary, from the anniversary to the death, it's 133 days. So it's 43 years and 133 days since the show debuted. And again, it's clearly synced up with the football game. Football is 133 and 43. So he's dead 43 years and 133 days after the show debuted. And with regards to the show concluding April 21st, 1982, that's the 111th day of the year. He died on the 29th, so he died 82 days before the anniversary of the conclusion of the show in 82. He died at age 81, which means he died in his 82nd year of his life. The spiritual shape for the football is known as the Vesica Pisces, which is 82. And the Super Bowl in 1982 was on January 24th, 24/1, like 241, the 53rd prime. You see how Vesica Pisces is also 134? Look at this. Super Bowl 16, 40 years ago, the same year this show ended, 49ers over Bengals. Again, it was January 24th, 82. That was the 134-year anniversary of the Gold Rush beginning. January 24th, 1848. You see? And Vesica Pisces, 134, 53, 82. And of course, the Gold Rush got a lot more popular the next year, year after, but its official start date is January 24th, 1848. And again, this is what it is. Every year, when you have this knowledge, you can see why the championships fall when they do, what teams are in there, what history they're paying tribute to. And again, the Vesica Pisces is the spiritual shape of the football. So, again, I mean, the ritual's pretty clear. And then with regards to that Super Bowl being on January 24th, Xavier University is the Jesuit program in Cincinnati. And notice, Xavier University is 241 forwards, 191 in reverse. It's currently 191 years old. That's the 43rd prime number. Society of Jesus is 191 and 187. And again, the name of the show that he was in, 187, his character name, 187. So... I was trying to make out what's on that T-shirt that he wore. I was born in '83. I didn't watch. I've never seen an episode of this show, honestly. But and then he died in Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in L.A. Again, I've called that the celebrity death sentence hospital for rituals like this many a times because there's a lot of celebrities who've died in very suspicious fashion at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center. And again, the Jesuits have a stranglehold on a lot of things in this world, including its medical programs.
Right.
And, don't overlook the detail about a member of the San Francisco improv group. Again, the show ended the year of Super Bowl 16, Bengals and 49ers. So, like I just talked about in the last stream, I don't know if they have two different Super Bowls scripted, but they have one perfectly synced up with Patrick Mahomes' dad or one perfectly synced up with Joe Burrow's dad. And, of course, Joe Burrow's the Bengals quarterback who has the big parallels to Joe Montana, who they used to call Joe Cool. Now Joe Burrow's the new Joe Cool. And, yeah, I've never seen such a tough riddle for the Super Bowl, but they do continue to kill people in connection to Cincinnati. There has been some deaths of former Chiefs, but there's been a lot more deaths connected to Cincinnati, so... Yeah, I wish people would stop calling this stuff a coincidence. And again, in case you're watching a video for the first time, if you think somehow this is a coincidence, understand it's not. You just saw the mockery 2 days ago on the news with the bridge collapse on 128, January 28th.
So we're going to stop it right there. He said, those who keep thinking it's a fucking coincidence, it's fucking not. With that being said, man, we finna get up out of here. Because the computer just let me know, hey, nigga, you talking that shit too much. You feel me?